What's up, guys? Razback, gunslot.com, and of course the Armory Guild. First off, I want to say I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I hope everything went good for you, that had some good time with family and friends. That's what it's all about. And I hope your Christmas was fantastic. Mine went pretty good. I personally have reached an all-new level of fatness because I ate like a freaking pig. I'm quite sure that right now you could put Pete and Bill together and make one out of them, and they stood next to me, I'd make them look like a fucking tic-tac. So, diet time is coming up, and yeah, we say that every year, but who knows. So, with that, we're going to jump right into this. A couple of weeks ago, or actually it was about a month or so ago, Pete did a video that was called CCW Police. And while I'm kind of doing a bit of a response to him, it's not really. I'm kind of giving my 2 cents with it, because if you remember back a few weeks ago, I did an update video mentioning I was going to do this video, and I already did it once and I screwed it up, and that's why I'm redoing it now. But that's another story. But there's a couple of subjects that I don't think you can overdo, and this is one of them. Anything dealing with concealed carry, especially concealed carry and LEOs, gun handling, safety, range etiquette. And I'm not talking about safety salads. And I got something I gotta get off my chest. There's a lot of places out there that are saying this, guys, and this is my 2 cents. You can take it for whatever it's worth. We'll make sure this Glock is clear. Alright, this is a Glock 27. And a lot of people will get on here, and I've seen the comments before, I've heard other people say this is what you should do. You check a weapon to make sure that it's safe. Well, I check it, I'm looking in the chamber, it's safe. There's not a round in there, okay? I don't know if you can see on camera or not, but you can see into the chamber. You can see it from here. There's not a round in there. Alright? A lot of people are saying, oh, you need to stick your finger in there or put a pencil in there and make sure that there's nothing in there, because you can't just visually check it. Bullshit. If you can see into the chamber. I have done this with, now this is a Glock 27. I've done it with this, I've done it with an XD, I've done it with a SIG. Can you see that round in there? I can. Hopefully the camera will let you see it. You can look in there and see if there's a round in there. You don't have to stick your finger in there, or a pencil, or a pen, or anything else. You can look in there and see if there's a round in there. Now this is just a snap cap, so nobody lose their freaking barbels. That's it. You don't have to stick your finger in the chamber. You don't have to stick a pen in the chamber. You don't have to stick your dick in the chamber. Don't do that. Don't stick nothing in the chamber. You don't have to do that. You can look in there and see it. So all this crap about, let's leave that out. All this crap about, oh, you have to do this, you can't just visually, bullshit. If you want to do that, great, knock yourself out. But don't get on here leaving comments, oh, you're not safe because you didn't stick your pinky in there. No, I didn't. You know, I can look in there and see it for myself, and I just proved on camera you could see it. So, moving on. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah. CCW and Police was the name of that video, and this is kind of my 2 cents worth on it here. He mentioned several states that require you by their state laws to inform the police officer, if you're pulled over, that you are a licensed weapon carrier. And my state, which is the state of Arkansas, is one of those states. I see Alaska, Texas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Louisiana, North Carolina, I think North Dakota or South Dakota or both, and there's several others. Tennessee, I think, is one of them. They require you to notify the LEO. Now, one time that I got pulled over, or the one time that I've got pulled over since I've been carrying, the way I informed that officer that I was a concealed carrier was that in my state you're required to give them your license, your proof of insurance, and your registration. My CCW license is right behind my driver's license every time there it is. He looked at it, and he said, do you have your weapon on you? I said, yes, sir, I do, and it is in condition 1. He handed my license back to me, or my CCW license. He said, do me a favor and leave it where it's at. And I said, not a problem. And I went right back, and I had my hands on like 11:30 and 12:30 right here. That's my way of informing them. I'm not going to volunteer out, because I'm going to hand them my CCW license. If they want to know if I've got it on me, they'll ask me, and then I'll tell them. Is that the right way to do it? Well, all I can do is tell you my what I have learned from Highway State Patrol in my state. In the class that I went to, or one of the classes I went to, the instructor was talking about an incident, and a state trooper was in that class as well. And he said, here's what we would like you to do. And that's just that. He said, we can almost tell a concealed carrier when we're walking up to the vehicle, because 90% of them have their hands a death grip on that steering wheel, and they're looking right at you. He said, if you're pulled over, don't be fidgeting around. He said, don't do anything like, get your stuff ready. Okay, if you've got it where it's close and you can get it ready, fine. If not, stand there and wait till the officer comes up, and then get your stuff. Hand him your driver's license along with your CCW, your registration, and your proof of insurance. The officer will handle it from there. Now, that came directly from a state policeman. That's the way that they would like you, or at least that's his perception of the way that he would like you to handle it. And so that's the way that I do it. If you want to inform that officer, maybe that's a good thing, okay, and that's fine. But by me handing him that, I am informing him that I am a licensed carrier, and if he wants to know if I'm carrying or not, I'll answer his questions if he asks me. In the state of Arkansas, you are required to surrender your CCW if you are asked for any ID from any LEO. Doesn't matter where you're at. If you're at the fair, walking down the street, you're supposed to have it on you at all times, whether you're carrying or not. And so it's just second nature to me. Whenever I pull my driver's license out, I pull that out too. Now, that's very interesting at the bank and at some other places that need to see your driver's license, because the CCW comes out right behind it. Had one or two people kind of look at it odd, and they went about their business. But that's just what we do. Now, in the state of Arkansas, I believe Tennessee is this, there's other states as well, your CCW is tied to your driver's license. So if you do not show him that, as soon as he goes back and runs your driver's license, where he may have been up there nice and friendly with you the first time, he's going to know you're a concealed carrier. He's going to come back, and he might be a little bit jittery. So, as Pete mentioned in his video, he said, yeah, he might not like you anymore. So, and that was just a way of, show proper respect. I mean, these guys are out here, 99% of them, 95% of them are great guys. And they're out there doing their job, and the job that they do is a job that I personally don't want to do, and that a lot of people wouldn't. So there's not any reason to make it harder on them than it has to be. That's my 2 cents on it. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I've always given the police officers the utmost respect, because I respect what they do, and like Pete said, they don't know you. Even when you hand them that license, they still don't know you. So, unless it's somebody you grew up with. And even then, nobody can predict the actions of another, so you never know how people are going to react. But at any rate, that's my 2 cents on that. Now, coming up after the first of the year, I did not get a gun for Christmas. I wish I had, but didn't work out that way. We had some other stuff that we needed to take care of first, but I've got one coming up very shortly, within the next month or two, that I think is going to be pretty cool. So I'll have a new toy then. What the fuck else was I going to say? There's something else I was going to talk about. Oh yeah, gunslot.com. Pete mentioned it in one of his videos. I think you should check that out. I think it's a good site. I'm a member there as well. I will also link to it down here in this video. I think I linked to it in my last one. Gunslot.com it's another gun channel. They use YouTube channels, our YouTube videos. We upload our videos from YouTube that are embedded, and it's another group of people that we reach out to. It is primarily firearm driven. There are some other subjects on it as well, but it is primarily gun folks. And I've asked a couple of questions about certain things on it, and the response is pretty good. I mean, you get a lot of people that will respond back to you on certain things. The video views are not as high as they are on YouTube, but that's something that I think will come in the future. So if you've not checked out gunslot.com, do so. I think it's a pretty neat little place. It's a good little community. It's a different community. It's a different outreach. So you know, we're all about guns, gun safety, and knowledge, and that's what we like to talk about. So hop in and join up. It's free to join, and you can put your videos on there if you want to. If you're a YouTuber, you can embed your videos. So it's pretty cool. It looks like it's a pretty good deal. The Armory Guild website is nearing completion. It's going to be pretty cool. I got a really cool, I got a really cool looking icon that I'm going to use for it. I was going to use the shield with the Armory Guild written on it. That's kind of thick, and we still may use that at some places. But I've got another icon and logo that we're going to use instead, for at least for the initial launch. So all that's coming together, and it'll be up very shortly. Hopefully mid-January, so we're still looking at mid-January. Anyway, guys, I want to wish you guys a great New Year, a Happy New Year coming up. New Year's Eve, of course, is Friday night. Saturday's New Year's Day. So if you're going to, as they say in the Christmas Carol, make merry, please do so responsibly. Don't drink and shoot. So always be safe when you do that. And that's it. That's all I got. So I will say this in ending: shoot when you can, shoot safely. Later.